exercised quite a substantial hit on the enemy's morale, and as a vendetta they hit Mykolaiv, which is their usual practice, but previously our artillery has accurately hit S-300 battery, which has been shelling Mykolaiv with modified fragmentation rounds. So this battery has been destroyed. So this night the enemy was using Smerch MLRS to hit Mykolaiv, hitting industrial companies, lots of hits in the fields where the harvest catches fire, but our first responders are putting them down. We're clarifying the data on the losses. As to the Kherson region, we can see quite a successful attack of our troops on Antonov and Kakhovka bridges. So what's the situation there? One thing to mention straight away is that under fire control of our troops, we currently have a couple of transportation arteries. Logistics plans of the enemy were disrupted. We are controlling transportation routes. We keep them under our fire control. Thus, they are not able to freely maneuver or create new assault groupings, which demoralizes the enemy's troops. The shelling of Odessa quite recently. What are the consequences of that shelling, Ms. Natalia? When they hit Odessa seaport, well, that's quite a vivid illustration of the values and guarantees that we should expect from the terrorist state. Speaking about the situation in the Black Sea, what do we observe there right now? Right now, what we observe is that boats and cutters of the enemy are maneuvering along the Crimean shore near Anapa, keeping their boats safe from our rocket strikes, but two rocket carriers with 16 caliber missiles and one big assault landing troop are nearby. But let me remind you that there's still a blockade of Black Sea, and these were the boats that are blocking the Black Sea from early March. We are all aware about the agreements reached on transportation of our grain. So, will the Black Sea be demined? Well, clarifying the technical parameters of this task to meet the previous agreements. As soon as the military receive relevant orders, they will be ready to perform on them. Colleagues, your questions, please use the mics. Tkachuk Svetlana, Ukrinform. Can you tell me, please, how do you evaluate the potential success of the above agreement on grain? And what would Ukrainians do to keep their boats, ships safe? In order to keep our ships safe, we need powerful and air defense system. Why? Because our skies are still not closed, and our enemy has anti-ship rockets and missiles. So that's where the major danger comes from, because according to we cannot believe the promises of our enemy. They demonstrated that they're not trustworthy. Also, there are threats of mines but I believe that the superior Ukrainian military and political leaders will resolve this issue the best way possible. Further questions, please? If no, then Ms. Natalia would like to thank you for finding time and joining us live. That was Natalia Humeniuk, the head of the United Press Center of the South Armed Forces Group. Colleagues, at 2 p.m. here in the studio, we'll have Alexander Kubrakov, the Minister of Infrastructure, and Mykola Solsky, Minister of Agrarian Policy and Food Stuff of Ukraine, so stay with us.